Lesson 31. Let's begin with our first word, abrupt. A useful phrase to remember is abrupt stop. If something is abrupt, it happens suddenly and without warning. If a car comes to an abrupt stop, it stops very quickly, making people inside feel a sudden jerk. If a conversation ends suddenly, it might be called an abrupt ending. The phrase abrupt stop is often used when something ends very quickly or unexpectedly, like when a driver slams on the brakes. Now let's look at canopy. A helpful phrase for this word is sit under the canopy. A canopy is a roof-like covering that provides shade or shelter. A tree canopy is the top layer of leaves that covers the forest like an umbrella. A fabric canopy over an outdoor cafe protects people from the sun and rain. The phrase sit under the canopy is used when talking about relaxing in a shaded area, like under a tent or a large tree. Next, we have dismal. A good phrase to remember is dismal mood. If something is dismal, it is dark, depressing, or cheerless. A rainy, cold day might feel dismal because there is no sunshine. If someone gets bad news, they might be in a dismal mood, feeling sad and hopeless. The phrase dismal mood is often used to describe someone who is feeling down, as if everything around them seems gloomy. Let's move on to forum. An example phrase is public forum. A forum is a place where people gather to discuss ideas or share opinions. In ancient Rome, a forum was an open area where people talked about laws and politics. Today, a public forum can be a meeting where people discuss important topics, or even an online space where users exchange ideas. The phrase public forum is used when talking about a space where discussions and debates happen openly. Now let's talk about illusion. A useful phrase is optical illusion. An illusion is something that tricks your eyes or mind into seeing something that isn't really there. A magician creates illusions that make things appear or disappear. An optical illusion is a picture that looks like it is moving even though it's not. The phrase optical illusion is often used when talking about tricks of the eyes, like when a drawing makes a straight line look curved. Next, we have legendary. A great phrase for this word is legendary tale. If something is legendary, it is famous or well known, often because of stories passed down for generations. The story of King Arthur and the Sword in the Stone is a legendary tale. A legendary athlete is one who is remembered for amazing accomplishments. The phrase legendary tale is used when talking about stories that have been told for many years and are part of history or culture. Let's move on to moral. An important phrase to remember is good moral character. A moral is a lesson about what is right and wrong. A person with good moral character is honest and kind. Many fables, like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, teach a moral about telling the truth. The phrase good moral character is used when talking about someone who makes good choices and does what is right. Now let's discuss penetrate. A phrase to associate with this word is penetrate enemy defense. To penetrate means to force into or through something. A sharp knife can penetrate wood by cutting through it. In sports, a player tries to penetrate the other team's defense to score a goal. The phrase penetrate enemy defense is often used when talking about battles or competitions, where one side breaks through the protection of the other. Next, we have recognition. A useful phrase is received recognition for his hard work. Recognition means being noticed or honored for something you have done. A student who works hard and gets top grades might receive recognition from the school. A famous singer gains recognition for their talent when people start noticing their music. The phrase, received recognition for his hard work, is often used when someone is praised or rewarded for their efforts. Finally, let's talk about tendency. A helpful phrase is he has a tendency to lie. A tendency is a habit or a natural way of acting. Some people have a tendency to bite their nails when they are nervous. A student who always waits until the last minute to study has a tendency to procrastinate. The phrase he has a tendency to lie is used when someone often tells lies, showing a pattern of dishonesty. That's the end of Lesson 31. Keep practicing these words and phrases to build your vocabulary and confidence.